I don't know why everyone thinks mobsters are such bad guys. When I was a kid, the mobster that lived next to us paid me $20 every morning to start his car.
That's a good deal.
What?
Because mobsters' cars get blown up a lot. So he paid me as a kid $20 every morning. Yeah.
Test things out.
Oh, I see.
Also, I once dated a guy who turned out to be a ghost. I had my suspicions the moment he walked through the door.
Ooh,
Spooky.
No,
That sounds about right.
Yeah, but anyway, enough bad jokes. I have to save some for later in the podcast. Let's get this show started. Hello and welcome and Moobarkfluff to Every Fur in the Podiverse. I'm your host for this episode of Barely Furcasting featuring Taebyn, Rayne Raccoon. Barely's off to Wisconsin to attend AquatiFur with his family, but the rest of the gang is here. Cheetaro, TickTock, and Ziggy. How are you furs tonight?
Fairly
Doing the
well.
Fluffy things.
All the
Yay.
fluffy things.
So far, so good. Having a good time.
Yay. And of course, no episode of BFFT is complete without the fluffiest of pups, Taebyn! How the fluff are you, Taebyn?
Well,
Yay.
this almost wasn't a complete episode then because
Yes.
we had I had technical difficulties, but I'm here and I'm so excited to be with all you furs and stuff. I'm excited that Barely's having a wonderful time in AquatiFur, and
Yeah.
I am here to say that Windows wants apps to access my location. No, don't. Okay, so also here to say, time for Jesse for a walk. How you should do about English. And of course, I'll talk about this later in the shameless plug section, but NW Film Festival submissions are open. Please, all you film furs. Even if you're not a film fur and would like to submit and make and or submit a video that you already have, please consider doing it to ANW Anthro Northwest Film Festival. Again, I'll talk about that again later in this section. And so there's this baby chicken that's talking to James Bond. And the chicken says, "What's your name?" And James says, "Bond, James Bond." And James says, "What's yours?" And he says, "Ken, Chick Ken."
Oh,
I actually like that one. That's pretty good, funny.
It's so true. And also my friend didn't think he needed orthopedic shoes, but he got some and he stands corrected.
Yes.
That would help.
Good for
That
him.
happens.
And then because of that, he challenged death to a pillow fight, but he wasn't ready for the repercussions.
Oh,
no.
gosh.
Oh, Joel.
Oh, no.
And hi, that's I'm here.
Oh, hi. Oh, my cow. It's not a podcast without you, Taebyn. So are there some things you don't understand?
Actually, so I have this one thing, and it's actually not something that I don't understand, but something that we will all never know.
Okay.
So it's been discovered that William Tell and his son belonged to a bowling league, if you can believe that. But Swiss historians have not been able to determine the actual name of the league's sponsors. So we will never get to know for whom the Tells bowls.
Oh, my Joel.
Sad.
I mean,
Why?
as I said, we'll never understand. Oh my cow.
Okay.
Pain is
So
real.
that would be that.
That would be the things you don't understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never
All right.
understand.
So let's calm down a bit and get some formations going.
This is goof. Ooh. Ooh.
Woo-woosa. Woo-woosa.
Owusa.
Woo-woosa.
My cow. So, what's happening? I have no idea. All you furs in the Podiverse that have no idea what's going on, I will let you know that over the past, it's been a few years now, I think, that I started formations.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, every episode, I do this affirmation section of the show, the daily affirmations, to make us all realize how amazing we all are. And these days I'm going through Therapets, a whole bunch of cards that have animals and affirmations on them. And I've been doing 3 per show, and we're actually getting close to the end. I have maybe a few more shows to go with these. But anyway, this evening's affirmations are... And this first one actually is a semi-repeat of, like, I don't know, they started running out of affirmations or something, so they're kind of repeating now. But this first one is a semi-repeat of last week's. Although last week's was a lot better because it referred to, like, blueberry fairies or something. But this one says... Just because you feel like trash doesn't mean you are trash.
As a raccoon, I call false on that.
And that's exact, because the last time there was one about being garbage, and you also made sure to point out.
And you have
that
to
was
remember,
incorrect.
it's trash can, not trash cannot.
Yes.
It's the woo right there. Ziggy pulled us through. The next one is, there's no rule that says you have to have everything figured out right now. Every step forward is progress. And just do your best. It will be enough. And that concludes the affirmations for this week.
Sweet.
So sense.
So I have no pass today, really. What about the rest of you first?
I got a small thing. So we covered Young Frankenstein a couple episodes ago.
Yes.
And I happened to notice that Matt Baum, our friend of the podcast, we had an interview with him a few years ago. He did his own Twitch stream commenting on Young Frankenstein as well.
Yeah,
for Halloween.
Yeah, Matt's great. We need to have Matt on again.
We'll make sure to put a link to that in the on the website, and so you first can listen to. Oh, and we'll also put a link to our episode when we all went through Young Frankenstein, and so you can listen to both Matt and us talk about Young Frankenstein.
Yes. If you play them both together on 2 different devices, you can hear us all at the same time.
At the exact same time, and you hear a little bit of demonic chanting in the background.
Yes.
Yes, that tend to happen.
That's the evil turkeys.
Oh yes, they're so evil.
Please don't fear the turkeys. Actually, yes, please do, because they're horrible.
Yes, they are.
Shoot them in the eyes with lasers.
Indeed.
If you know, you know. So, what about you, Pup? Do you have any pass today?
I do. I have several things, actually.
Oh, okay.
And the first thing is, it's a pass today because Baff is continuing to send me puns.
Oh,
Oh, God.
But this
Bethnadia, stop it!
I'm going to resign from Get Off the Float, Baff.
But this one is actually a little bit different because they're all pictures with captions. And so, but I said I would try and do this.
Okay.
Now, the pictures do also have alt text, so maybe that'll help explain the pictures a little bit more. So this will all probably go down really horribly.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to go great.
And I have to find the thing that has the alt text. So hold on. You can cut this part out while I'm... Where did it go? Oh, my cow. Where did you go? Oh, there it is. Okay. And then it goes... Okay, I found it. Okay, anyway. So the first picture is... Let's see. Does the alt text say anything? Hold on. Oh, my cow. I'm having so much trouble. There it is. Okay. So the alt text says a hand holding a small plastic box with words.
Okay.
So let me explain a little bit more. There is this small hand holding a small plastic box, and there's one word in it, and it's just.
Okay.
So this took me. Ziggy got it.
Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah.
Okay,
I did
what is it?
Just in case.
Yes.
Oh, no.
You, Ziggy. That took me a long time, and I was looking at it. Okay, so next, the alt text says, a briefcase with a structure inside. So a briefcase with a structure inside. And let me explain a little bit more. The structure is like a cylinder thing with a little protector thingy over it. And the caption is, well, in that case. Well, in that case, yeah. I like how you all simultaneously, yes. So the next one, the alt text says, a brown suitcase with black straps.
Okay.
And it is actually, because the text says case closed.
Oh.
No.
Bath. Seriously.
Okay. I'm gonna have to have a very long talk with Bath.
You
Idiot
will.
about
It
these
won't.
horrible
It
jokes.
won't work.
It won't, no.
No.
So which I think you already heard, but okay. So I'm having such a good time with technology here. So the alt text says an escalator with a basket on top. Now, let me tell you what the picture actually is. So think about the structure from the previous thing.
Okay.
And it is on an escalator, and it says, well, that escalated quickly. Because, that escalated quickly.
No.
The next one, the alt text says, a water well with a vacuum, which is a good description, because the caption is, well, that sucks. Yeah, okay, good. And the last one is, the alt text says, a hand holding a microphone. And it's true. A hand is holding a microphone. And think about the previous structure. Well, the hand is holding the microphone next to it, and the caption is, well said. Okay, so that is all for that. So, Baff, you are going to get it from Cheetaro and all of us. But so the second thing that I meant for my pass today is, wait, where did it go? Oh, my cow. Oh, yeah. So I meant to say on the last show for the Halloween, because in advance of the Halloween, but I forgot to say it or something. So now I'll say it, and it's actually pretty, maybe I shouldn't even say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. So it goes, my house is haunted by a chicken, a poultrygeist. It's a foul spirit.
Oh.
I plan to call an exorcist to help it cross to the other side.
Eggs are sacred.
That brings new meaning to the chicken crossing the road.
Yeah,
Well,
that's the other side.
That's the poultrygeist point there, yes.
Yes.
I help cross it to the other side.
Don't go to the line.
Okay, that is all my pass for today. We're done.
Okay.
We're done.
Thanks.
Okay. So that brings us. That brings us to media. Oh.
I think it got
Okay.
stuck in his throat.
I think it did. Take the mic out of your throat, Taebyn. It doesn't belong in your mouth.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I messed up. Okay.
Okay, so Ziggy and I haven't watched much lately, as we've both been kind of engrossed in our video games. I've been playing Borderlands 4 and still enjoying it. And Ziggy, I understand that they've recently changed the name of your favorite game. You want to tell us about that?
Yes, due to recent changes in the game, I'm no longer playing Fortnite because of the new collaboration. Yes, it's because of a new collaboration between Epic and Disney. Now I'm playing Fortnite. Thanks to Alberto doing, some scribble and vandalism on the game. The new Simpsons Springfield map is smaller and more dynamic and has almost all the places you know and love on The Simpsons, so it's very cool. If you like Easter eggs and if you are a big fan of The Simpsons, you're gonna love this new map in the game. It's awesome!
Yes.
Okay, good.
Has all this has almost like the almost all the places is they omitted the school and the church.
Yes.
Because of course Fortnite is a shooting game, and so they didn't want any bad connotations about school shootings and church shootings.
But did they keep
Shooting
Bambi's Hollow?
Oh no, Bambi's Hollow was also omitted from the game just because.
Yes.
Oh no! What's the point?
Well, it's a Disney game. I don't know,
Oh, I don't.
So TickTock, what about you?
Oh, let's see. Jeopardy when it's available and hasn't been preempted by sports ball. And there has been quite a lot of sports ball lately, of course, as it is fall time in the U.S. Hubby and I realized that we hadn't seen the last two Star Trek films, Into the Darkness and Star Trek Beyond. So got caught up on those. Yeah, they're nothing. Yeah, nothing to really write home about. But
I mean, they're Kelvin universe, so they're
some are Star Trek.
A little weird.
And then also I discovered there's a bunch of Mythbusters on HBO Max that I had not seen before, so I've been getting caught up on those.
Most of the Mythbusters are available on YouTube as well.
And if if you get caught up on something, then that means that you're not getting a good rest because the COD is up there.
The COD! No. The pain. Why?
I think you got caught up on that joke, Taebyn.
Yes, really caught up.
Which means that I have to. Okay. So something about I have to flounder around because of the cod that I was just floating.
Cod the fish.
No.
No.
Let's let TickTock finish. Let's let TickTock finish.
Okay. Yeah, no, that was it.
Okay. All right, Cheetaro. Let's let Cheetaro start.
Yes.
Before Taebyn drags this joke any further down the well.
That sucks.
Right.
That was well said.
Quickly.
Yes.
Very well said. Well, for the past 2 weeks, Pink Lemonade, my partner, and I have watched several good movies. We started watching the 1983 movie that's based on Ray Bradbury's book, Something Wicked This Way Comes.
You know that just came back out. This is the first time it's been available on streaming in a very long time.
Yes, I know. That's why I watched it, because it was awesome. I will say that it's different watching it now than I watched when I was younger.
Yeah.
But it is still it still hits home in the same way, because it's a great movie about growing up and being true to yourself, especially in the face of darkness.
Yeah, I kind of call it like a much less scary It. But it's got the same kind of themes of growing up and all of that stuff, but much less terrifying.
Yeah, for sure.
It's more psychological thriller than outright horror, gory horror.
Absolutely. We also watched a Jeff Bridges and Ryan Reynolds film called
I'm sorry.
R.I.P.D. It's called R.I.P.D. Or Rest in Peace Department. Yes. It's kind of like Men in Black and Ghostbusters kind of meshed together to a small degree. It was kind of cool. But the second one, which is R.I.P.D. 2, The Rise of the Damned, it was a little bit different because it had a different cast, but it had the same feel, more of a Western style to it and stuff like that. Same concept as the other one, but it was pretty good. I like the concept of them hunting down ghosts, or I can't remember what they called them because it's been about a week or so. But
I kind of blocked it out. That was not a great. It was R.I.P.D. was not a great movie, and that was. Ryan Reynolds likes to say Green Lantern was his worst movie. No, it wasn't.
I would say it entertained me, but it wasn't an extremely good movie. That's for sure. We also watched the new Beetlejuice movie, which of course is the
there's a new
sequel
Beetlejuice
to the first. Well, it's the sequel to Beetlejuice.
Great. Now you've summoned him because you said it 3 times.
I did.
Taebyn had to say it another time, and now.
Is it
We're done.
new or is it old?
Well, it's new old because it was out last year, but
Yeah.
it's new because it reprises the old cast, except there's a few people that aren't in it because of various reasons.
For good reasons.
Yeah, for very good reasons. But you know who the people who were in it, they did a good job, I think. You know, it made me laugh, and it was entertaining enough.
It was pretty good.
Some of the plot twists that happened in it made it kind of entertaining, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I will say the best scene was when the father of the young girl was finally found in the underworld with all the piranha stuck to his chest. That was rather hilarious. I have to say. It's kind of funny. We also watched Hancock, which is a Will Smith superhero movie.
Very good movie.
I had never seen it before. It is underrated. Now, you do have to understand that it's R-rated, so therefore you got to pay attention to that because it does have some very adult themes and humor throughout the movie. But you know, it was really good, and it had me think, okay, why did they not do a sequel to this? And theoretically, there's supposed to be a sequel, but it's not in the works. So
I don't think I would guess it's probably because Will Smith probably wanted way more money than they wanted to pay for it. Because Hancock was kind of a sleeper. It was kind of a sleeper in the theaters, and it didn't really. I don't think it really took off until it hit, streaming. Yeah,
yeah, for sure. Screaming, yes.
Screaming, yes.
And speaking of screaming, we also watched a couple of cool horror movies called Sinister and Sinister 2.
Yes.
They were very interesting movies. You know, the aspect that what you're watching is this guy writing a horror book of real horror and trying to figure out what's going on, and it's rather interesting, and it keeps you riveted to your seat, so to speak. So if you're looking for a cool horror movie to watch, Sinister is great. Sinister 2 was okay. I would recommend the first one more so than the second one, but you know, it's just how it works. Lastly, we have been watching an anime, and I have to look at the name of this because it's a very long anime. It's called Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill.
Gosh, I love the Japanese naming conventions of anime.
Yeah, they have the most diverse
great ones
and eclectic names.
Yeah.
Well, it's a very Dungeon and Dragon-like series with characters in it, and this one main character, he has this interesting thing where he has the ability to online shop at any moment, and he can store anything in this hole that he creates.
That's quite an ability.
Yeah. But
I can online shop anytime I want.
He ends up getting some familiars, and the ironic part is that we started looking into this movie to find out who is doing the voice acting in this movie, and Fenrir, which is this beautiful wolf who is this guy's familiar, is actually voiced by Jonah Scott.
Oh my
the
cow!
Same person who's going to be at Furlandia's guest of honor this coming.
Have to watch this.
Yeah. It's a really awesome series, and there's three. Besides Fenrir, there's also this little blob called Sui, and then there's this little bat, and I don't remember his name because it's a really interesting name and it's Japanese, so I can't remember what the name is. But they're really cute characters, so you should go and watch this series. And like I said, it's called Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill, and it's on Crunchyroll.
So Taebyn, what about you?
Hello. Oh yeah. Hi. So. I'm here. Hi! How are all you furs doing? I've been watching South Park, the most recent episode. And did you notice, they only had like 5 or 6 episodes in season 26, and now like the previous episode that I just watched, like last week, is starting season 27. But they're continuing on with the theme of Trump and Satan and Vance, and just they're continuing that storyline, so that's great. We watched the last season of AP Bio, which I've talked about on the show before. It's so good. I don't think it's as good in the end as was in the beginning, just like all things, but we watched season 4. I think it's the last season. Notable in season 4, episode 7, there is something about Janet Fist Vigilante Receptionist. So everyfur say that 5 times fast. Janet Fist
Vigilante Receptionist.
3
times fast.
All I heard was
5 times fast.
Janet Fists?
Janet.
This is a PG-13 podcast, please. No fisting Janet.
Sorry, children.
Janet Fist Vigilante Receptionist. Cheetaro is breaking a little bit.
Yeah, we love the kitty.
Okay. I'm gonna pretend I did not hear that.
I didn't.
Oh my gosh.
So moving right along. So we watched a movie. And we also watched a movie called The Wrong Paris. Have any of you seen The Wrong Paris?
No.
It's pretty good. It's a nice rom-com. I think it's relatively new. I teared up. My puppy eyes teared up. But it's semi-formulaic, and it's not like a new twist on rom-coms. So just to whet your palates, it's called The Wrong Paris because there's a Paris, France, and there's a Paris, Texas,
and there's a Paris Hilton.
And there is a Paris Hilton, but they don't wind up in Paris Hilton. They only
thank goodness.
And so anyway, it's semi-formulaic, but it was actually really good and well done and entertaining and humorous. And I think I recommend it for if you just need kind of a nice rom-com to watch. It's pretty nice. We started a show called Son of a Gritch on Netflix. And it's very, what's it like? It's like, it reminds me of the Goldsteins. Or is it, Goldbergs.
Goldbergs. Yeah.
In that, the main character is he's a middle school boy, and he's the one that narrates, but it's not the same as Goldbergs, but it's the same kind of idea. And I know it's kind of good. We've only seen 3 episodes, and it's pretty good. We're watching it, so something to watch if you want to watch a thing. We also started a Netflix show called Wayward. Have you heard Wayward?
I've heard of
No.
Nope.
It's actually pretty interesting. We've only seen 3 or 4 episodes so far, but it's about so Abby and her best friend, I forget her name, but they do this thing, and the first episode is the typical setup. It's a pilot episode. It's okay for an episode and everything, but it's a typical thing. The second episode actually got a lot better, and so it's about, so in the end of the first episode, Abby ends up going to, I think it's called Tree Pines or something like. Anyway, she goes to this place where kids go. Parents send their kids when they don't want to deal with them anymore. So one of those types of places. But it's like a cultish type place, and it's kind of eerie in a way as the episodes go on. And in this, so that's kind of the main storyline. But then side storyline, there is this couple moves to I forget the town of Tree Pines, whatever it is, and they move there. And side note is, I'm not sure if the husband we're not sure of the gender for a long time. I think he's transitioning from female to male. Anyway, there's clues, and it's actually kind of a very queer show in a way, but that is not in any way the aspect. But there's kind of a lot of that going on, which is of course very cool. But anyway, so this couple that moved to Tree Pines, he is works in the sheriff's department after being in all kinds of other sheriff's departments. But anyway, and he's actually pretty much the only sane one there. The wife, it turns out, graduated, quote unquote, graduated from the Tree Pines asylum thing. And so there's kind of this connection between her and other people in the community. And there's underlying cultish things, and there's something going on, and you want to know what's going on, and you're not sure. And then there's Abby and her trying. It's really interesting, and I think really well worth a watch, at least to see what you think after the first 4 or 5 episodes. I'm really excited to see how it pans out and what actually ends up happening. So recommend it. It's a new show on Netflix. And we also we've seen it before, but we rewatched Maze Runner 1 and 2. And of course, there's a Maze Runner 3, which I don't think we've ever actually seen. So we're going to watch that.
I read all the books, and the movies don't follow them very well. But I mean, the first movie I've seen, it was pretty good.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
So the books are fantastic if you get a chance to read them.
I've heard that, and I'm really liking. Really love Maze Runner 1 and 2, Scorched Trials, and the third is Death Gaze. So I'm excited to see that. So that's what we've been watching, and I've been playing Royal Kingdom, Beat Saber, continue to play Plants vs. Zombies, and in VR, I downloaded a while ago, but first finally did it, HoloFit, which is a...
Oh, yes.
It's really cool.
Really good. It's a very good workout.
Good. So you've had it. Yes. So you first heard it. It's not just me. It's Rayne also saying it. It is a really good workout. It's got really cool, like for example, the other day I was quote unquote skiing around Paris, France, and burned a lot of calories. And it was my little puppy legs felt the burn by the end, and it was pretty good.
Have you done the boxing one?
I've done only in the tutorial. It wasn't. Yeah. I haven't had a chance to explore more than that, but I know there's more. There's boxing, there's skiing, there's rowing and stuff. There's an adventure thing, which I haven't been able to get. I bet, because we talked about the boxing underdog before and how much that. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And there's a, Montana Jones, an adventure one that I haven't been able to get to work. Have you been able to get that to work?
I haven't played it in a little while. So
okay. So I'm excited to try and so it's an Indiana Jones looking type thing where I don't even know what you do because as I said I haven't been able to actually get it.
Probably dodge spikes, boulders, and traps.
I'm guessing you are correct. So there's a lot of good little, and of course it tracks your progress, and you get little trophies and things like that. And in the Paris one I did the other day when I was skiing along, at one point a little doggy came out and ran aside of me, and I think that was meant to be encouragement to help you run along. And if you would slow down, like really slow, doggy would really slow down. Like he was in mid-air for like a full 5 seconds because I was going so slow. But it's pretty cool. So yeah, all you furs that want a good workout other than Beat Saber, I recommend trying HoloFit.
Yeah, and Beat Saber is actually pretty good too. If you
that's what I've been mediating.
Yeah. Yay! Okay.
Which one is that?
I said Beat Saber is really good if you crank the difficulty up. It gives you a really good workout.
And I have been forgetting to say for the past few episodes that I finally beat my first Beat Saber map on Expert Plus. And in fact, I've beat two different ones on Expert Plus now. And I'm pretty...
Congrats.
Granted, they were on the easier side of Expert Plus, but they were Expert Plus. So I'm just happy and excited about that.
Yeah, I think I've only ever beat like one hard one, and that was, I think, Crab Rave.
Oh, yeah, but Crab Rave is pretty good. So
it's pretty good, and the beat's really easy on it,
Yeah, so that helps. Yeah, good stuff.
Anyways, excellent. So, Cheetaro, do you have a movie review for us? Put your tongue back in your mouth.
Yeah.
He was lipping.
Yes, I do.
And yes, all you furs, this is still a PG-13 episode. What Rayne said was not, okay.
Blepping.
About Cheetaro's tongue.
He was blepping. You know, he was doing a blem.
When I'm in my rest mode, I just stick my tongue out normally. I can't help myself.
Such a cheetah.
But I do have a movie review. This week. I'm doing well.
We're a professional podcast group.
Right. Is the 2007 movie Underdog that's streaming on Disney Plus.
Is that the Underdog from the cartoons?
It is the underdog from the cartoons, and I was
Oh,
just
I loved
about to
Underdog.
say for all those silver muzzles out there that remember the underdog cartoons back in the 70s and stuff when they were playing, this is an homage to that because the ironic part is
one might say it's an homage paradise.
No, only you would say that.
Okay, so this one would say that.
That one would say that.
Thank you, Weird Taebyn.
Yes.
No problem. I do what I can.
Yeah. But this one is kind of interesting because it, in the cartoon version, the dog was a shoe shine boy who shines shoes and stuff, right? And then he would turn into Underdog. In this one, Underdog was a police dog.
Oh.
And he got barked out of the force.
No.
Because he ended up they were in a meeting with the mayor, and he was a police dog supposedly sniffing out bombs and things of that nature, right? And so he thought that he smelled something in a box that was in front of the mayor talking at the police station, and the bomb squad came and the whole 9 yards, and all it turned out to be was a big gigantic ham.
Well, I mean, he did smell something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But poor Underdog, he ended up getting stolen by Simon Bar Sinister. And Simon Bar Sinister actually converted him from a normal beagle into Underdog. Then he ends up running away and finding this family to live with, and the family ended up calling him Shoe Shine because he liked licking shoes.
Okay.
As funny as that is, yeah. So it's kind of funny because Underdog is being voiced by Jason Lee. He's the same guy that was in My Name is Earl.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and Simon Bar Sinister is played by Peter Dinklage.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
He's so good at being a bad guy.
He is, and it was awesome, some of the things that ended up happening in this movie. It's just so awesome. But the funny part is that, so they needed to find out a way to make the shoe shine not be shoe shine when he's flying around the city, so they ended up finding the kid's father's old shirt from college that had a big gigantic U on it, and they shrunk it down so it would fit the dog, and they called him Underdog. And so the funny part is he's flying around town and he's trying to come up with a saying that would be just memorable, and one of the sayings that he said before he came up with the one that there's no need to fear, Underdog is here.
Dog is here.
Yeah, but the one of the ones that I wrote down, which was really hilarious, is there's no need to worry, Underdog is a furry.
Oh no.
Oh, that's very
I
nice.
approve.
I must say.
I approve.
I do too.
This pup approves.
Yeah, so they were trying to figure out different things, and of course, the fact that he's flying around town, and he's a bumbling, in the cartoon he's bumbling and stuff like that too, and so it's very hilarious to watch him bumbling around and stuff. But there was another interesting thing that happened that was, they were talking about Underdog, and they had a newspaper clipping, and the newspaper said something like Underdog saves 6 on an elevator, and the ironic part is that they had the original cartoon charactered Underdog holding up the elevator that he saved, So there was lots of those types of things in here. So there were a couple of strange things that were in it that were kind of cute. Like there was an homage to Indiana Jones when he was trying to bury a bomb into the ground, and all of a sudden this big gigantic thing comes rolling towards himself and what. But the best one was when he was flying Polly Purebred around for the first time, kind of like Superman flying around Lois Lane.
Lois Lane, yes.
Yeah. He ends up seeing this guy and this guy and woman standing out in front of an Italian restaurant, and she was holding a little bag, and he steals the bag from this woman, and they go up to this place, and they pull the bag out, and it ends up being spaghetti with a meatball on it.
Oh,
and so
Lady and the Tramp
whole
moment.
scene from Lady and the Tramp, yeah. And so it was rather interesting when he tried to shove the meatball and he ended up pushing it so hard it went bing off of the roof halfway across the city. But it was a really cute movie. You know,
Nice.
it entertained. It was awesome. It had some of the more interesting parts of the comic or well, cartoon, I should say, embedded into the thing, and so they did a really good job, you know. And
Nice.
and the ironic part is that Jim Belushi played the father of the kid who was the kind of the owner of the dog,
right?
And the person Cam, who is Simon Bar Sinister's assistant, was played by Patrick Warburton, you know, the guy that plays Joe Swanson voice on
I love
Family
him.
Guy.
Yes,
yeah, he does a great job. But
he was also the Tick.
He was, absolutely.
Yes.
And so it was a really well done movie. You know, yeah, there could have been a couple of other things that were kind of cute that could have been done and stuff like that in the movie. But, you know, they did do it justice because it was live action and stuff of that nature. So I think they did a good job. You know, the thing that I liked the best about it was they actually had at the very end, while the credits were running, they actually had some bloopers of various things where the dog is saying weird things and tripping over stuff and things of that nature. It was really hilarious.
Cute.
So, but
yeah, overall, I love those. Yeah.
But overall, I would give this a definite 4 chirps because it held my attention and it was funny and it, I don't know. Overall, it was a great little homage to the cartoon that was done in the 70s, in my opinion.
Yeah, I love those old cartoons. Those cartoons were like some of my favorite movies. I wish they would do a new animated Super Chicken movie.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, Super Chicken was the best.
Oh my God, now you have that music.
The theme song, yes.
Right now.
Yes.
Yeah, so you know, and Underdog was kind of in that same aspect of Super Chicken, you know, because it started.
I think they were same studio, possibly, if I remember right.
I believe.
I can't remember.
So I was reading something on IMDb, and the ironic part is in this movie, in the house where the family lives that kind of took care of Shoeshine, so to speak, there were a lot of General Mills products in this house, right? Now here's the ironic rub, and I did not know this until I started reading about this, but General Mills actually their ad agency actually created Underdog to promote their cereals and stuff of that nature.
So that's why the General Mills.
That's why General Mills was all in the So
nice.
It's kind of a strange way that everything meshes together.
Nice. So what do we have for next time?
I'm kind of torn between like a half dozen different things, but it might end up being another movie from Disney Plus because there's so many Disney movies out there.
Yeah, and a lot of them are Anthro.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And it's possible that I know that I did The Lion King, you know, last time. But it's possible because I really want to watch Mufasa that it might end up being that. But
cool.
We'll have to wait and see if that's what it turns out to be.
It'll be a surprise.
Yeah. It'll be a surprise. It'll be a surprise.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Cheetaro. So that brings us to our intrepid news reporter, TickTock. What do you got for us?
We have a breaking segment. Taebyn sent me that Bambi had a plot twist where he decided the piranha stuck to its chest, decided to eat Cheerios whilst having a popcorn. I just don't know what to say, Taebyn.
It's a total plot twist, I tell you.
Yes, and it was such a slow news week, so thank you for that information.
I'm glad I can help out.
Anywho, so it has been a bit slow in the fur news department. So Ziggy had the idea we could talk about the $60 suit heads from Spirit Halloween.
Yes.
The masks have been described as being soulless and having cheap fur and parts.
Yeah.
But as we know, fursuits aren't getting any cheaper, and we even had a segment on Fur News about that a while ago.
Oh, Ziggy.
The fandom has long rejected commercialism and promoted individuality and creativity, while also downplaying the need to own a fursuit to be in the fandom. But here's a new one for me on this topic of commercialism. A company called Zweitseich.
That's easy for you to say.
Yes, right. Which is German for Second Self, tried marketing a designer fursuit brand in 2019 with a rather pretentious attitude. Zweitseich are for those...
I remember that.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my.
They are for those who wish to have an incomparable second self created by a designer, not ordered from a tailor.
Okay.
They were what? They were self-proclaimed designer fursuits, and only 3, like they would release a quote-unquote triad. So 3 of them they would make. It would be just theirs. You couldn't commission your own or anything. And it would be that, and it would have a very creepy and disturbing their insignia on the eye.
Yes.
And it was very... And they didn't sell fursuits. They were on probably saying things. Sorry, I'm taking over for you, TickTock.
Yeah.
Take that. They would sell. I guess I have a passion Anyway, they wouldn't sell full suits. It was only partials, and I think they didn't even come with tails or something. And it's and you can still go to the website.
Yes, I don't know if it doesn't appear that they've done anything recently. The beauty is in the eye of the beholder. They are a unique design, unique look, shall we say?
Yeah. It's true.
But
and I remember the original, like in the first quote unquote triad. I remember the dog was not attractive at all. Actually.
My goodness. Yeah. Ziggy found
that's it.
First one.
Yes.
Yeah, they picked a boar's eye.
Look at the eye.
Yes.
Wow. Is that only one eye? Oh no, it has 2.
No. Yeah, they picked a boar's eye as the breed, which the boar's eye is by far not a great looking dog anyways because of the long, weird, stretched out face. And then to make that into a fursuit?
Again, taste is subjective.
Yeah, and that's not very good. That's pretty scary, and that's something you would wear on Halloween.
Yes.
So we'll post these pictures on the website, so all you first can hear what we're talking about. These pictures, in case you hadn't seen these before, and it says, I have never been able to find on the website how much these cost. Like you have to email them and talk to them and everything. And it's like, I'm not going to do that. But because usually fursuit makers will be upfront with at least like base prices and that sort of thing. But I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, especially if they're doing a pre-made that you're not having any input into.
Yeah,
usually
exactly.
the price is listed because, that's the way pre-mades are.
Yeah.
Right. But in any case, as you can imagine, this did not go over very well within the fandom.
Yeah.
However,
like you're hearing right here.
Right. However, the company owner did backtrack very quickly, saying they got overwhelmed by a rather aggressive marketing director. So who knows?
Okay.
But, but as far as affordability, do it yourself is actively encouraged and offered as a solution for those who cannot afford a professionally made costume. But a little question for the panel here. So do you see the expense of a professional suit as a have versus have not? Or is it or is it a form of internal gatekeeping?
I mean, it can be. So for me, I went on Dealer's Den to the auction section and just kept looking for a raccoon, and I finally found a raccoon available. And I got lucky and managed to get.
And you also found a ferret available.
I also found a ferret available later. Yes, on this very show, and So yeah, I found a fursuit head that was exactly what I was looking for from a relatively new maker. And in fact, Rayne is actually her very first injection foam head base. So it was something new she was trying. And yeah, so it was, I got Rayne for a really good deal. You know, it wasn't out of bounds of being, you know, affordable. So I think if you look hard enough to find new makers and you know, support them, I don't think the boundary to entry is that high. There are plenty of new makers out there who are willing to sell at a very reasonable price just to get their work out there. So I recommend just going to new makers.
Yeah, exactly. And we did also mention that, you know, pretty much the same thing during the fursuit pricing episode. Honor your new makers. They want to get their name out there.
Yeah.
But along those lines, there are many suit makers who rely on their craft as a means of income. Do you think cheap mass-produced heads will affect their livelihood?
I don't think so, only because of the fact that I think they're limited to young people specific, to be honest, because young people, I noticed I was at KomoriCon this past weekend, and there are a lot of young people that are wearing those types of masks, mask heads, and they're kind of introductions to them so that when they get older and they grow out of what they're purchasing at cheap, can get a head that will actually fit them once they're an adult.
Well, yeah, and those Spirit Halloween ones, I don't see them lasting more than a year. So I really don't think it's because I've looked at the construction of them. Misha did a pretty deep dive into it. Another Fur Online did a pretty deep dive in it. And when you look inside, they're not particularly well built. I don't see them holding up for more than about a year of use. Maybe 2 if you really baby them. So you're going to end up having to either, you know, have it repaired by a professional fursuit maker or just, you know, commission a good one.
I'll also say, to be honest, that based on what I've seen inside of them, they don't have very good ventilation.
No, they don't.
Yeah, and that's an important point. If you want to have experience what is to wear a head during 2-3 hours, to have the low visibility, if you are wearing glasses, if you are hard of hearing, or if you have asthma or any breathing condition, and if you are thinking of having a fursuit, try one of those non-expensive ones just to give it a taste to know how it's going to feel. It's going to give you a closer sensation and experience to what to expect if you want to go for a real good one from an actual maker, and not having to spend a few $100s just to realize that the visibility is poor or it takes you making your asthma worse or any other condition.
Right, it's not for you. And yeah, I see it as being sort of its own independent market, even though it is commercial. It's just kind of a way as like a little introductory, an introduction. As Ziggy pointed out, that's a really good way to like test out your own physical boundaries. Fursuiting is difficult. It's not an easy hobby to do.
Yeah, no. Physically demanding task.
Yes. Go on.
And it's lucky for me. I'm really lucky in that I don't have to worry about the fursuiting thing because I am just a pup, so I don't have to worry about all the extra stuff that all of you other furs do, which is amazing. And I would love that all you furs do that and can do that. And I'm just so happy that I don't have to worry about it. It is amazing,
but the thing that's not amazing for us is when it rains, we have to deal with the wet puppy smell.
Yes.
It's rough.
Okay, that is a true thing. That's a true thing.
It is.
I try and avoid the rain just for all of you other furs.
Yes.
But I get out the float. It's not always possible.
No, get out the float. It usually rains on us at least once during the
right. Or snows.
Or snows, yeah.
Although it's always been bright during the fursuit parade. Go figure that one.
Yes. We changed the weather.
Yes. Furries run everything.
I did see an interesting comment, that kind of tracks. It's like One person, I think it was on the Reddit rabbit hole. The quality is really not that much worse than the suit heads and suits from the 2000s. Carpet area, the carpet era.
Yeah.
But that leads me to another thing, or lastly, despite their lower quality, the commercial masks have unintentionally fueled a refurbishment subculture. And the masks are widely utilized as affordable bases for learning and practicing various construction and modification skills. Mm-hmm. The plastic base, though often flimsy, provides foundational structure that beginners can refur, reshape, and accessorize.
True. Yeah. I mean, it is. I mean, look at the Jurassic Park dino masks.
Exactly.
Yeah. A lot of furs we're taking and making some amazing fursuit heads with. It's I think as an entry level base, it's a good fit.
Oh, certainly, and it's about becoming the character. The character is you. The mask is just an accessory.
Yes.
You need to bring the character to life. Otherwise, it's just something that sits on your dresser.
Yeah.
Or it's just a lump of fur that you wear.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, anything else from the crew?
Not that I can think of. I think I've said my piece.
Same.
All right. Well, that would be the news for this week.
All right, and that brings us to our upcoming events. Taebyn?
Upcoming events!
Okay, there we go.
Uh-oh, I think Taebyn fell down.
Yes.
And went boom.
And went fluff, fluff, fluff.
Okay.
Explosion of fluff.
What just happened? I don't know.
He came too fast around the corner.
Right.
I think so.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so coming the weekend that this comes out, November 12th through the 16th in November is Furtolaki. Why? Furtolaki at the Grand Hotel Kielce in Kielce, Poland. Then we have November 13th through the 16th, 2025, Golden Horn 2025, and that's at Adria Akanon Hotel Resort in Akanon, Slovenia.
Not the Akanon.
Yes, the Akanon. Then we have Furco in Z in November 21st to the 23rd. So, Holiday Inn Auckland Airport in Auckland, New Zealand. We have Pascha 2025, November 28th through the 30th in the Amber Hotel, Gdansk, Poland. We have Midwest Fur Fest, December 13th through the 14th at the Hotel Armada, Petlajang Jaya, Selangor, Malaysia.
I didn't even know you had it in you.
I didn't either. We have Winter Furry Fusion 2025, November 19th to the 21st at the Crown Plaza, Shanghai Xingyang Lake, Shanghai, China. New Year's Furry Ball 2026, December 30th, 2025 through January 1st, 2026. Doubletree by Hilton Hotel, Wilmington, Delaware. We have Anthony Northwest 2026, where a certain pup is going to be, and a certain TickTock, and a certain Cheetaro. That's going to be at the Hyatt Regency Seattle in Seattle, Washington. God dang it, Taebyn. Yeah. January 2nd through the 4th, 2026, Painted Desert FurCon 2026, Sheraton Phoenix, downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Japan Meeting of the Furries 2026, January 9th through the 11th, 2026 at the Losier Hotel, Toyohashi Aichi, Japan. We have Anthro New England 2026. January 15th through the 18th of 2026 at the Westin Boston Seaport District, Boston, Massachusetts. We have AquatiFur 2026, January 15th through the 19th at VTF Le Domaine des Puits, Saint-Slaves d'Avier, Grange, France. Yes, La Vache, whatever.
Le Vache,
yes.
Lavachier, yeah, oui.
Then we have January 15th through the 19th, 2026, Further Confusion in San Jose McHenry Convention Center in San Jose, California. And then finally, we have Anthros and Alpine, January 29th through February 1st, 2026 at the Sol Gjekkard Norsund, Norway.
Bless you.
Yes. And that's it.
That was a journey.
We made
That
it.
was because somebody kept changing the notes every 5 seconds and I was
don't
losing.
know. I don't know. I'm innocent pup. I don't know nothing.
You are innocent pup. Okay, well, so that brings us to jokes.
So I have my book called The Ultimate Dad Joke Book. 501 hilarious jokes and puns by Humor Me. And my disclaimer is I don't read these ahead of time. And so like you're hearing them and me for the first time and everything. So when they're really bad, which is often, you can't blame me because I'm just reading them. I haven't read them before. Whereas these other furs here have gone out and purposely looked for bad jokes. So you can definitely blame all of them for the non-hilarity that ensues or something. I don't know. But there it is.
Okay. So let's go ahead and let you start out first, Taebyn.
Oh my cow. Oh my cow. Okay. So, White Knight of the Round Table was the protector. What?
What knight?
Oh, see, there's a typo. Okay. So let me read what it says, and then I'll read what it's supposed to say. It really reads, White Knight of the Round Table was the protector of foods? Like, is that a yes or no question or something? It really should say, what Knight of the Round Table was a protector of foods?
Okay.
Yes.
That's a joke. Yep.
Yeah.
So
Well, and the answer is... So let me say it again. What Knight of the Round Table was a protector of foods?
Sir
what
Caswell?
knight, Taebyn? I don't know.
I don't know. Tell us.
Sir Anrap. That was not for... Yes,
This one's not going to be much better. What do you call a sheep with no legs?
a sheep on the ground because they can't move anywhere.
Bob?
You can
Barbecued
call on-
pork. No.
A cloud.
Oh, that's cute.
Go ahead, Ziggy.
I let an elderly person have my seat on the bus. I no longer have my job as a bus driver.
Woof, 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 woof.
Oh, no.
That was a mistake
Okay.
right there.
Yes. Cheetaro, go for it.
All right. What did the zebra say the first time he saw a piano?
I don't know,
Jeez.
Cheetaro. What did the zebra say the first time he saw a piano?
Dad?
Oh, TickTock.
Okay,
What horrible
TickTock.
things do you have to bestow upon us?
So, a blonde walks into a library and asks the librarian, "Do you have pasta?" The librarian rolled her eyes and answered, "This is the library." The blonde whispers, "Do you have pasta?"
Gosh. Okay. Taebyn.
Okay. Hi. I want
That
to
fit in
know
with the title of
because-
this show this week, too, by the way.
Which is what? I didn't see that.
The title of this week's show is ASMR Furs.
Oh, yes. So, pop, 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 pop. Okay. So, you know, I owe all this money and stuff, and I want to know the right time. When is it the hardest to get rid of debt?
I don't know.
Well, it turns out, I found out it's when you can't budget. Yes.
Yeah, true. Okay, so what do you do when your bunny gets wet?
You
Try it.
you fluff it up and then pet.
No, you get your hairdryer.
Oh, Lord.
Ziggy,
Oh
go
my
ahead.
cow. Oh,
Okay,
my
Taebyn.
hair indeed.
Oh, my.
Yes.
If you have 9 apples in one hand and 8 oranges in another, what do you
Okay.
have?
Fruit salad?
Big hands.
But yes, you do. That is very true. I agree. So TikTok, what do you and your big hands have to say to Ziggy about that?
Well, what's the easiest way to get a six-pack at the gym?
Buy it.
Take the beer from your fridge and smuggle it in.
Oh, yeah. That would do.
And so it helps to have the big hands there, I guess.
Yeah. Cheetaro, what about you? What do you got?
Well, during a visit to the mental asylum, a man asked the director, "How do you determine whether or not a patient should be institutionalized?" And the director says, "Well, we fill up a bathtub, then we offer a person a teaspoon, a teacup, and a bucket, and ask them to empty the bathtub." The man nodded. "I understand. A normal person would use the bucket because it's bigger than the spoon or the teacup." The director frowned and mentioned to the orderlies, "No, a normal person would pull the bathtub plug. Do you want a bed near the window?"
The only reason I knew this is because this happened to me, and I went to an asylum, and I didn't do it right, and I said, "Yes, please give me a bed by the window. A little doggy would be good."
Yes.
So I want to ask you something that you all should know the answer to, because we have discussed this several times over the past 6 years.
Okay.
Do you remember why optometrists live longer?
They have long vision? No.
It's because they dilate.
Oh my gosh. So this is the last round of jokes. I finally bought a limited edition thesaurus that I've always wanted. When I opened it, all the pages were blank. I have no words to describe how angry I am. Go ahead, Ziggy.
What fruit did Beethoven like? Banana.
That's pretty good.
Oh,
Yes.
my cow.
TickTock.
A protogen began dating a toaster. At first, it saw it as a reflection of its life, but then the relationship began to warm up and soon get toasty. But eventually the sparks and flames started, and the relationship eventually burned out.
Oh.
True that.
All right. Well,
right,
since
Cheetaro.
Ziggy gave us that last joke, I'm going to do this one in honor of him. Why did Beethoven get rid of his chickens?
I don't know, Cheetaro. Why did Beethoven get rid of his chickens?
They are evil.
Because all they ever said was "bok, bok, bok."
Oh.
Oh, my God.
Taebyn, last joke is yours.
Well, these next two. So I did the thing. I actually read ahead because I wanted to know. The next few are horrible, and so I'm going to just keep going until I am happy with one of them.
Okay.
So here I go. This could just be 3. This could be the rest of the book. We'll see. What does a rusty can of rust remover smell like? Irony. Okay. Where do bad rainbows go? Prism. No, that was horrible. Why don't ants ever get sick? Oh my lord! They have antibodies.
Oh.
No, we're not we are not ending on that. What's the best way to carve wood? Whittle by whittle. Okay, I accept that. I accept that. We are done. We're done. I accept that. Yes.
Okay. All right. So that brings us to our shameless plug sections of this podcast, and so I'm going to fill in for Bearly here because he's not here. Yes. So check out Bearly's other podcast, Royal Highness, where the hosts enhance themselves with cannabis, and they watch Game of Thrones and shows in a similar vein. While they're waiting for more Games of Thrones, they are currently watching The Last Kingdom. It's a really funny podcast. I highly recommend it. See what I did there?
Awesome.
And now that I plugged for Bearly, time for mine. Come check out my podcast on the Injured Nerds Podcast Network, 3 Do Who. It's the monthly Doctor Who podcast where Bearly, my British bestie James, and I talk about all things Doctor Who. The current episode is all about Romana, and the next one coming out at the end of November on my birthday is all about the Doctor's arch nemesis, the Master. Ooh. So if you want to give this raccoon a present, check out 3 Do Who on YouTube or listen on your favorite podcast provider. Cheetaro, what do you have to plug?
Well, I'm going to
make sure it's shamelessly.
Shamelessly, I'm going to be at Slabtown Scamper promoting promoting Furlandia, but
Yay.
I'm also going to be there just because I want to be there. That's on the 22nd of November. On the 29th of November is Plush. I'm also going to be, shamelessly plugging Furlandia there just as well. And then
Well
of course,
said.
And then in January, A&W is happening, and of course, I am the person who's in charge of the Squeak and Greet. So please come see us at the Squeak and Greet to see what's going on in the inflatable worlds at our inflatable panel, where we will talk about the next thing that I want to talk about, which is Get Out the Float, which is happening in February, and come to Seaside and enjoy all the exciting bouncy castles and pools, and and just have a nice time at the coast, because it's a fun little con, and it is going to be little, but it will be bigger this year than last year, because we're going to hope for the best, that we can gain at least twice the number of people that were there last year.
And if you want an extremely crazy puppy to bark at you and get scared by it, make sure to come to Get Out the Float, because definitely there will be a crepe up barking all over the cow.
Yeah.
And of course, my last thing, because of the fact that I am the chair of the event, I have to talk about Furlandia.
Yes.
So my most shameless plug is go to furlandia.org. We are registering people now. If you are a dealer, go to the dealers thing. There's only a few days left for you to apply for Dealer's Den, but go to our website and they'll talk about that.
And how is the Dealer's Den going right now? Are you guys getting lots of submissions, or?
Well, let's just say that at the time this is recording, we've only been open for less than a week, and we have already had over 100 applications.
Wow!
Oh my
Yeah.
God!
Yeah. So we'll have about 300 by the time we're done. Yeah.
And with the new hotel, that's actually pretty awesome, because you have space to do that, and so that'll be great.
Yeah.
Well, we'll probably have close to 50, somewhere around 50 vendors, where we had only about 38 last year at Furlandia at our old hotel. So please go check us out. Our website is awesome, and I also want to say thank you and a shout out to our marketing team, Artemis and Queen Vinyl, who have unfortunately or fortunately, depending on how you want to look at it, have made me the unsung hero of the con by putting me as the mascot of Furlandia this year, as the head of everything.
Nice.
So if you look at all of our marketing, you will see a cheetah in a sheriff's costume, and that is me.
Cute.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. Anything else?
No, I think that pretty much does it, believe it or not.
TickTock, shameless plugs.
Yep, come get the hugs at Slabtown Scamper, A&W, and Get Out the Float.
Get out the
Excellent.
float. And Furlandia. Oh,
And
or do you not know?
That's later.
Later.
Oh,
That's later.
It is later.
Okay, Ziggy.
If you happen to see a green hair raccoon named Apache Pistachio in Fortnite, please don't eliminate me. I really want to have the umbrella this time.
I knew there was going to be a similar shameless plug. With
Yes, I'm always
Well,
begging. People keep shooting at me.
It's different this time, though, because it's Fortnite,
Yes,
not
it is.
Fortnite.
Uh-huh.
So do they shoot gas at you, or are they still shooting bullets?
Actually, they can shoot you an uranium bar, which produce toxic gas, which looks like farts. So yeah.
Nice. Taebyn, your shameless plugs, please.
Okay. Here I go. As I mentioned before, all you furs, the Anthro Northwest Film Festival is open for submissions. Please submit your films. We'd really love to see what you have to do. Go to anthronw.com, and you can, or maybe it's org, one of the two. Anyway, go to the Anthro Northwest Film site and go to the.
We'll put a link in.
Put a link in, we'll put a link in so you can see it, and go to the drop down and go to events and film festival, and you can see me wrapped up in old tape and fun pictures and stuff. But you can also submit your films, and we really want to see how those turn out for you. That's great. Also, Get Out the Float panel applications. Baff is, I don't know if he's dragging his little posies or inflatable posies or not, but I said recently that they were open at the time of the this recording. I'm not sure if they're open or not, but keep paying attention for Get Out the Float panel applications. They'll be opening soon if they're not already. It's a great little con to, if you've ever wanted to host a panel or something or been scared because of bigger cons or stuff, please go ahead and submit for that. We'll be exciting to see that. I have a link tree, linktr.ee/Taebyn, where it has links to all my things, including, like, I have an Instagram, which I don't actually use much, but it's Taebyn Pup if you don't want to go to the link tree. I have merch on Fourth Wall, taebyn-shop.fourthwall.com. I have t-shirt, mugs, stickers, more to come. I just posted a new t-shirt and hoodie recently, which is exciting and fun. Make sure to check out my YouTube. I got Crispy Chicken, the Crispy Chicken Saga. I got math videos. Saba. On my cow is a pup with the ASMR. Ziggy. And I also have math and calculus and linear algebra and things that have actually helped people out on their calculus exams. I have fun things like Mobius strips and Klein bottles, the 4-color map problem I just put out recently. It's really good. Cooking with Taebyn, blah, blah, blah. There's drawing product reviews, other fun stuff. New stuff is coming out all the time, every other Monday. So please check it out. It's good, fun stuff. And in fact, actually, because so shout out to Breck the Panther, who which video was it? One video recently put out, and he put a comment and said he thinks he's in love with this puppy. So shout out, much hugs to Breck the Panther for that. I did see your comments, so thank you very much.
Although Breck, be careful, he is married to a dragon.
It's true.
Yes.
I will shy away from that conversation.
Yes.
So anyway, check all that out. It's very good stuff, and fun and entertaining and educational. And one of the next videos I'm going to put out probably this next Monday. Within the next month, I'll be putting out a video about the history of our BFFT podcast right here. So
this one's so good.
It is good if you've been interested in the history of where our podcast started, how it started, and kind of the basic overall view and everything of what went on and the story, the history of it. Please check it out. I'll be posting that video soon, and it should be fun and good. And as I say, many, many more videos fun to check out. My next cons I'll be at NW, of course, in Seattle in January, Get Out the Float in February. It's official. I'll be at LVFC's Las Vegas Fur Con in April. Woo! Very excited. First time we'll be there. That's exciting. Yeah. And then, of course, Furlandia in May. And at all these, well, LVFC, I'm not sure. That's they do their panels a little bit different. But for most of these anyway, I'll be doing my story time with Taebyn and Taebyn Sings Al, where I'll be doing at least 40 to 50% of the Weird Al songs I do will be different from previous years. So if you've seen my Weird Al before, it'll be at least 40 to 50% different for you. Yeah. Some of the songs I'm actually really excited to sing for you. So please come, make sure and check it out. And those,
I'm still working on karaokeizing one of its songs.
Are you going to be doing your own songs that you already wrote too, Taebyn?
Yes! Cheetaro, thank you. I love you so much for saying that, because that is very true. There is a song, a parody song in the style of Weird Al that I have written myself, that I've only done at one other con. I forget which one, and I will be doing it in my
it was
Weird
Denver.
Al. It was Denver. Yes, it was Denver.
Yes.
And so I will be doing that at my cons this next year. So please come out and check out, if nothing else, a Taebyn original song. And I'm not even going to tell you what it is, because you'll have to come find out. So thank you, Cheetaro.
So good, though.
Much shout out and a shout out for Rayne for saying so good, because he knows what it is too. So hope to see all you furs there. I have way too many shameless plugs. Sorry about that, but there it is. This pup needs to not do so many things, but there it is. and can't wait to see you at all of those things. Oh, and also, last plug, shout out, in case you didn't know, I'm on a podcast, so make sure to check that one out.
Yeah. All right. Well, I hear the closing theme music just playing, and it's getting louder, and that means we're out of time here at BFFT, so we need to say farewell.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, we know you have a choice in podcasts, and we love that you choose to listen to ours. Remember, you can support the show on Buzzsprout or through Patreon for as little as $3 a month. Every little bit helps keep the show running, or if you listen on YouTube, why not hit the like and subscribe buttons? You can send us an email at bearlyfurcasting@gmail.com. Oh, and hey, if you send us a comment on Buzzsprout fan mail section, be sure to include your contact information so we can respond and maybe reference the episode that you're reaching out about, because for some reason that's not a thing yet in the Buzzsprout fan mail. Yes, the Budcast in the fan mail section.
So what happened was the flower fell down, and that's why it's a Budcast.
Right. So yes.
Oh my! I just did that. I'm semi-proud of myself.
Please give us a little bit of reference about the episode you're reaching out about. Okay. Anyways, remember to be kind to yourselves and each other. Moobarkfluff and stay furry. TickTock. Any final words?
Hey, yeah, be the fluff. Know the fluff.
Okay. Cheetaro, what about you?
Well, besides saying all the normal things I do, I want to actually, I know Taebyn usually does this, but I want to give a shout out to Spooky, just because he has just recently liked me back on both X and Blue Sky, and I want to say thank you very much, Spooky. You are
Spooky's
awesome
a good fur.
I
we
love
Spooky.
all of the stuff you do on there, just so you know.
Yes.
But as I always say, be good to yourself, and also make sure you make people laugh, because laughter is the best medicine, and if we were all laughing, this world would be a better place.
Ziggy, what about you?
Keep the faith, love always win, and pop goes the weasel.
Okay, thanks to
Who's the weasel? Indeed.
Thanks to staff of the Injured Nerves Podcast Network. Taebyn, take us home.
Well, hi. And yes, hi.
Not yet.
Yes, thank you all you first for listening, and I'll have to piggyback on Cheetaro and say thank you, Spooky, because you listened to all this and you liked him back, and that's wonderful and great, and you're listening to this now, so I say, okay, so I'm going to say a word, and if you actually have listened all the way to this part in the pupisode, make sure to say on the BFFT chat, and by the way, all you furs, we have a chat on Telegram. Just look for BFFT chat. But so if you hear this word, Spooky, make sure you say the word pupple. Well, not just word, but words. Pupple goes the fluff with the purple moo boo. Make sure to put that in the BFFT chat so that we know that you listened to the end of this episode, and in which case you get a puppy hug and all kinds of hugs. So on that note, I'll just say thank you all you furs, and all you furs, if you've been listening for a long time, we love you so much. Thank you so much for listening. It's a lot of fun, lots of great times. I hope you've had a great time on this stuff, and until next time, I say, I'm hearing myself in my headphones, and I just heard myself say, and this is very, very weird. And I say, thank you so much. Moobarkfluff, stay free, bark, bark.
Bark, bark.
Barely Furcasting is an Injured Nerves studio production and is found on all major podcast platforms or can be heard directly at bearlyfurcasting.com. The opinions expressed here are those of the hosts and the guests, and no commercial compensation was granted. The Furcast is produced, recorded, and directed by Barely Normal aka Mike Began, and is edited by Barely Normal and co-producer Rayne Raccoon. This week's episode was produced, recorded, and edited by Rayne Raccoon. Opening and closing theme music as well as some interstitial music was created for Injured Nerves Productions for the use on the podcast by our music associate Regday with Damian Tanuki. If you would like to hear more music by Regday, you can search for Tweezer Beak on Bandcamp or Hoop Loop Tunes on SoundCloud. Other interstitial and background music by Shane Ivers through silvermansound.com, Gator Tots on soundcloud.com, and the YouTube free use library. Social media presence is maintained by Ziggy the Meme Weasel. You can send us a message via email at bearlyfurcasting@gmail.com or on our Telegram chat at BFFT chat, on Twitter, on our Facebook page, or on the bearlyfurcasting.com webpage. The show is supported through subscriptions on bearlyfurcasting.com, donations at ko-fi.com/bearlyfurcasting, or through Patreon at patreon.com bearlyfurcasting. Thanks for listening.